What's going on, guys? This is GameZone. Welcome to my channel. In this video I want to address two things that I have seen people are asking. One is, which is it worth losing the second buff, which is 30% attack speed from Vithus for Demon Hunter, and is it worth it to lose 2-piece shell bars, which gives us 15% primary damage for Demon Hunter for the new Banquet of Ice set pieces. Right now I am equipped with 2 pieces of V2s that is still giving me 30% increased beneficial duration, and 4 pieces of Banquet of Ice is giving me damage dealt to enemies suffering from your continual damage effects increased by 15%. Now keep in mind that the damage that you are going to deal after applying the continual damage to enemies, that is going to come from you from all the sources, meaning it is not just going to be your primary that is going to deal 15% increased damage. It is also going to be your Rain of Vengeance, multi-shot, or whatever that you are going to use. So Shalbaz is covered by that first buff of Banquet of Ice, so you don't really have to worry about that. And one more thing, multi-shot is the best source to apply continual damage as a demon hunter, which actually allows you to keep the hunger. You don't have to remove the hunger for the bleed effect for the impale, and you don't need the excavator. Multi-shot is really good into spreading the continual damage effect into all enemies when there are going to be horde of enemies, so it actually covers up your Shal boss damage. And also, let me just quickly show it to you guys that you really don't have to worry about the continual damage duration, because when we click here it shows us that multi-shot now fires flaming arrows that deal this amount damage, and it stays active for 4 seconds, and 4 seconds is actually a really good time to kill for Demon Hunter. You just launch your multi-shot and keep shooting your primary damage to that enemy. You don't have to spam multi-shot like this anymore with the Banquet of Ice. All you need multi-shot with this Banquet of Ice is to just apply your Banquet of Ice continual damage effect, and it is going to work for 4 seconds. And if you have 3 charges, that means you can actually keep the shot continual damage effect for 12 seconds, and within that time you will have another available to launch that will take you to 16 seconds continual damage effect with the multi-shot. So you really don't have to worry about not having the 2 piece of Shal bars, because it is being covered with the first buff here. And then the second is your critical chance is increased by 2.5% and goes up to 25% with this, with 10 stack on enemies. When you apply the continual damage on 10 enemies, it will give you 25% increase critical chance, and that in my opinion is better than having 35% attack speed. But hold on, you are still not going to lose your V2's attack speed. The reason being is because now as a demon hunter you actually have a new pen that actually gave you 30% attack speed for 6.4%, which is the same duration that actually Vithus is going to give you with smoke screen and then the vengeance, because that is how you've been using the Vithus 4 pace. First you're applying the vengeance, then after 3 seconds you are going to apply the smoke screen to keep the 30% attack speed for 6 seconds, right? But now with the single jump, you can actually have the attack speed for 6.2 seconds, and no, it does not stack with the Vithus buff duration. It doesn't go from 6 to 8 seconds. I already tested that. But then again, yeah, you can have your 30% attack speed with this, and on top of that you are getting critical hit chance. And then I have also seen a question that no, this is actually not good. Then I mean, some people are suggesting that you should still keep the Vithus 4-piece and 2-piece shell bust, so this way you can actually hit 100% attack speed. Then my question is, if you see here right now, my attack speed is 12.5% through my gear pieces which I have. As you can see, my family buff is 1.5 here, and other gear pieces also have the attack speed. So 12.5% is already that I am receiving, and when I jump, that 12.5% goes up to 42%, right? That is 42% with the jump, 42%, and when I activate my Rain of Vengeance, that goes up to 82%. So let's say if I have 4 pieces of Shalbaz and this band, then 10% of my attack speed is going to get into waste because 100% is the cap. And if I try to use 4 pieces of Shalbaz for the attack speed and keep the pants for 30% attack speed, this is going to give me 110% attack speed boost, and 10% of which is going to be wasted. And not to forget that if you're a free-to-player and instead of Berserker you guys are using Garrison Invigoration, that is giving you 16% attack speed, and you somehow using 4 pieces of Vithus Urge with this pant, you really need to check out your attack speed then, because you might be actually hitting more than 100%, and that is actually holding you back. And this is why I argue that having the 80% attack speed with 25% crit chance against the horde of enemy is far better than having 4 pieces of Vithus with 2 pieces of Shalbaz, in my opinion. Obviously you might feel a little, you have to put a little more effort because you have to jump every 6 seconds to get back the 30% attack speed, but this is overall is a better option for a demon hunter. You are going to deal far more damage against a horde of enemies compared to 4 pieces of Vithus and 2 pieces of Shalbaz. But when it comes down to single target, that is where you might feel like it is slower, but it is actually not. The reason being is you are still getting your 15% attack speed from the 2 pieces of Banquet of Ice, and when you trigger your multi-shot against that enemies, you are also getting your 3% critical chance, and when you jump, that is your Vithus 4-piece buff. So you are not actually losing anything, you just have to reposition yourself with the daring swing for 6% or 6 second 30% attack speed boost. So overall, Banquet of Ice is a lot better in every single way compared to 4 pieces of Vithus and 2 pieces of Shalbaz. So what about the PvP? Well, in PvP, in order to get into the battle, you sure have to reposition yourself if you want to get the advantage of 30% attack speed. If that is okay by you, then you should do it. But if that is not the case, and if you're a lazy person and you just want to focus on one set item that actually works in every single scenario, whether it's PvE, PvP, then yes, 4 piece of Vithus and 2 piece of Shalbaz is better when you consider PvP. Otherwise, I would not suggest that. But still, you are not going to feel any difference in PvP, because if get used to the new strategy that is jumping around and using multi-shot, then you're actually not losing anything with this Banquet of Eyes, and that is what I am planning at the moment, to craft some better uh set items. Right now these are not really good items. This is actually a really good one which I am going to keep, and this is also a good one. The rest I am going to craft and find myself a better one. So yeah, this is it for the video, and I hope you guys have your answer, because Vithus Urge is not going to be great anymore, and more people are going to realize this in coming days. But anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.